This is the weather forecast video for Saturday, October the 29th, 2011. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see a storm system organizing over the east with moisture from what was Hurricane Rina streaming into the storm system. This will produce heavy snow there, while cloudiness streaming in from the Pacific Northwest into the northern Rockies. Watch warning map from around midnight shows the winter storm warnings along the Appalachians, Poconos, into the Berkshires and Catskills in New England. Frost and freeze conditions over the Midwest and lower Mississippi Valley and into Texas. Otherwise, the rest of the nation is quiet. QPF chart. Precipitation over the next 5 days through Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock shows that the heaviest amounts of rain will be with that storm system from Florida northeastward to Maine, while here a combination of the storms Sunday and Wednesday could produce upwards of a quarter to half inch of rain. Let's take a look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. today. You can see a broad trough over the eastern Great Lakes into New England with that storm system, another one with a vortex over Montana. And surface, there's that storm system over the east, producing the crazy conditions of snow, wind, rain, all sorts of fun over there, while here will remain sunny. But Sunday here, we have a small disturbance moving in from the northwest that could kick off a shower, mainly over the northeastern half of the state, with highs remaining in the 50s to near 60. Monday, that storm moves off. Winds shift back to the south and west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures will be in the 50s to lower 60s, the 60s mainly over southwest Iowa. Tuesday, the winds begin to prick up a little bit more, a bit breezy, south to southwest, 10 to maybe 15 miles per hour, with highs generally in the upper 50s to mid 60s, with increasing clouds from west to east. Wednesday, this will be a soggy day, rain, showers, maybe an isolated clap of thunder. Highs dropping back into the lower to middle 50s. Thursday, the storm system begins to move off. We still will have some residual rain, at least through the first half of the day, with highs in the 40s to lower to mid 50s. Friday, that storm moves off. Skies clear. Temperatures will likely remain in the lower to middle 50s statewide, with another storm system beginning to take shape off to our west. We head into Saturday, the 5th of November, a week from today. You can see another trough with a vortex moving into the state once again. And with that at the surface, that could mean a disturbance that could bring some showers and maybe even some wet snowflakes across the state if conditions turn out to be right. So we'll see about that. We head off into Voodoo. Here's the 9th of November with that wonderful storm system that's still on the board, although here it's much weaker with the vortex over Missouri and Kansas. That could produce some rain, maybe a few wet snowflakes if conditions are right. This is the weakest in the last several model runs that it has been over the last few days. We head to the 12th. You can see another storm system that could produce a cold rain, maybe some wet snowflakes as well, and this was weaker than what we saw yesterday. And at the end of the forecast on the 13th, big trough over the eastern half of the country with a big ridge over the western half of the country. So a very wavy pattern. And with that, a big low over the southeast and cold weather coming back in again. We'll see if this turns out in later runs. Now, time for the weekend football forecast. Thank you for watching the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.